Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good evening, I'm Jen Ah. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7. Starting off with business, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability. A global venue development group is looking to build a $3 billion project centered around a $1 billion 20,000-seat arena and entertainment district located just south of the Strip. Review-Journal's Renee Summerhour has all the exciting new details. Renee?
Jen, Oakview Group, a sports entertainment venue, development, advisory, and investment firm, plans to break ground next year near the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Blue Diamond Road. Tentative plans call for the project to be completed no later than 2026. The land is part of a 66-acre purchased in February by Blue Diamond Acquisition for almost $99 million, according to Clark County records. In addition to the arena and entertainment district, the project plans to include a hotel, casino, and an amphitheater. Oakview Group would be responsible for operating the arena, and it would bring in a gaming partner to operate the planned hotel casino.
Brightline high-speed rail stations supposed to be built there on a portion of that land, kind of in the middle of that. Owners of that Fortress Group also are looking to possibly bring an MLS stadium. And so you could potentially have a MLS soccer stadium, then you have a Brightline train station, and then this arena casino project all kind of clustered together.
Now the arena is planned to include suites and premium hospitality clubs and could host concerts, sporting events, family entertainment, conventions, and more. There is no anchor sports team tied to the arena, though officials say the company would be interested in pursuing an NBA franchise if the opportunity arose. Jen?
In other top stories, sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. Beware of the Bitcoin caper. A man accused of stealing up to $500,000 in Bitcoin makes his first court appearance. Prosecutors say Philippos Liakounakis posed as a multimillionaire to start a conversation with his victim about cryptocurrency.
He's able to convince this person to front him $500,000 worth of cryptocurrency with a promise to send a wire transfer the following day to pay for that amount of money.
The judge set bail at either $250,000 or $100,000 with electronic monitoring and a requirement to stay in Las Vegas. Over at Green Valley High in Henderson, the principal confirms racial and ethnic slurs were used during a theater lesson, disturbing students. The lesson was reportedly to teach about seeing past stereotypes, but using the slurs was, quote, shocking and hurtful to many, if not all of the students in attendance. The principal did not specify which slurs were used, but revealed administrators did not approve the lesson and is investigating. In entertainment, sponsored by DiscoverNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada. The ninth island is proving to be a lucky one for Hawaii visitors. After a $5 bet, Michelle M. won $1.3 million through the Wheel of Fortune slot machine at the California Hotel in downtown Las Vegas, the third Hawaii resident to do so at a Boyd gaming property in that area this year. And burger lovers near Summerlin can rejoice with a whale of a burger. Slater 50/50, known for its $100 burger with champagne, opened its second location on West Lake Mead Boulevard after success with that whale burger on Netflix. The first, Slater's, opened in 2018 in Silverado Ranch. In health, a new report shows switching to electric cars could save lives. The American Lung Association's air quality report shows the switch could save nearly 700 lives a year here in Nevada, while saving $7.5 billion in state public health benefits. That's only if all new passenger vehicles sold are zero emission by 2035 and buses by 2040. In weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every blooming thing. What a beautiful and sunny day it was. Clouds are rolling in, though, with temps lingering in the 70s, set to taper off to the 60s around midnight, then 50s by 5 a.m. Moving on to Thursday, the clouds are here to stay with a high of 80 and low of 56 degrees. On Friday and Saturday, the forecast shows crystal blue skies before the clouds make their comeback briefly on Sunday. Fast forward to Tuesday, we may hit the 90s again.
Sports brought to you by Station Casinos STN Sports. Download the app today. Now that the NFL owners' meetings have officially wrapped up, Raiders beat writer Vinny Bonsignor gives us his biggest takeaways from this week's event.
The takeaway from quarterback Derek Carr, I don't think that they are necessarily far apart on a sweet spot, and we're talking about compensation, but I also don't think that they're close yet. I think it gets done, but I think there's some work to do in figuring out from Derek's perspective what he feels he's worth and what he's willing to accept, and also from the Raiders' perspective on what they think he's worth and what they're willing to pay. So a lot to keep an eye on that. I don't expect it to get ugly, but the longer it remains status quo, the more we're going to be talking about it and the more spotlight is going to be on it.
Sports betting sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. Rory McIlroy is the 10-1 favorite to win the Valero Texas Open and the final tune-up for PGA Tour golfers before next week's Masters. Jordan Spieth is the 16-1 second choice, followed by Corey Connors at 18-1 and Abraham Answer and Hideki Matsuyama at 20-1 apiece.
In lifestyle, while men dominate the Raiders' NFL roster, Review Journal's Cassie Soto spoke with the team's VP of Premium and Guest Services about working in a male-dominated field.
It's incredible. I come from a family where I have 7 brothers and 1 sister. So you would think that I'm used to being in a male-dominated space, right? But there's times where my biggest challenge was with myself. And that self-doubt and trying to question if I even belong in the room. And the answer is yes. And so now it is up to me to help the next Kiava to get her position as well.
As a woman of color, Kiava, what does representation mean to you? And again, especially in the field that you work in?
Now, you know you're hitting my topic because it's very, very important, especially as a woman of color. If you look at the NFL, there's a lot of work that needs to be done in this position because we're not always given the same opportunities as everyone else. So it's important to be a resource to women, that look like me, to help them get their foot in the door and a seat at the table. And if we can't get a seat at the table, make your own table and bring your own chair, right?
Some sound advice there. And Governor Steve Sisolak is set to proclaim Thursday as Transgender Day of Visibility, honoring the resiliency of transgender people in the Silver State.
I'm proud of the fact that Nevada is such a diverse and welcoming state, and we do so much to welcome so many different communities. And I take great pride in that, and I'm thrilled at the fact that people view us that way.
Before the proclamation, the governor toured the LGBTQ Center of Southern Nevada. Thank you for watching 7 at 7. If you're watching from YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to the Review Journal's YouTube channel for more great content. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you tomorrow for more 7 at 7.
Review Journal Studio sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.